Have you ever wondered why Scientology was banned in parts of Australia? Well, here's why. In 1963, the Victorian government set up a board of inquiry into Scientology, led by Justice Kevin Anderson. Over weeks, he heard from doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, ex-members, and Scientologists themselves. His main question was simple: what's really going on in those auditing sessions? The answer came in Chapter 18 of the final Anderson report, titled Scientology and Hypnosis. Anderson explained that hypnosis came in two forms: passive hypnosis, where the subject participates willingly and the hypnotist just guides, and authoritative hypnosis, where hypnosis takes control and the subject submits. That second kind, he said, is dangerous. His conclusion was blunt. The great bulk of Scientology is the practice of authoritative hypnosis. Experts told the inquiry that Scientology's techniques were basically hypnotic induction. Commands like "start of session" were given in a sharp tone. Questions were repeated endlessly. Auditors ran people through rigid drills, using the e-meter to keep their attention locked. All of it mirrored how hypnosis works. Hubbard denied it was hypnosis, but Anderson pointed out that he'd simply swapped the labels. Hallucinations were renamed mental image pictures. Disassociation was called exteriorization. Even false memories of past lives were treated as fact. As Anderson put it, merely calling these hallucinations by another name does not alter their essential character. The dangers were clear. People could be left highly suggestible, with their critical thinking impaired. They could become dependent on their auditor. Even worse, they might accept false memories as truth. A person may hallucinate that he has committed murder or other grave misdeeds, and he may therefore accept this as a fact. The result is guilt, shame, and mental distress based upon nothing but hypnotic suggestion. The report described how it worked. Auditor's authority, starting sessions with commands to condition obedience. Regression, pushing people to relive trauma until they believed in past lives. Exteriorization, telling people they'd left their body when it was really disassociation. Post-hypnotic suggestion, asking if the session worked while the person was still suggestible, almost guaranteeing a yes. Some people had breakdowns, some were children exposed to these practices. The revelations sparked a huge public outcry. The fallout was massive. Victoria banned Scientology. Western Australia followed. South Australia too. They weren't allowed to use the name Scientology. They weren't allowed to use e-meters or keep Scientological records on anyone. To survive, the group had to change names, calling itself things like the Church of New Faith. The government inquiry found its core practices weren't spiritual healing at all, but dangerous hypnosis, leaving people dependent, confused, and in some cases broken. The Anderson report pulled the mask off Scientology, and for a time in Australia it stopped them in their tracks. But unfortunately, the bans in Australia didn't last, and Scientology is still active today. In Canberra, Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide and Brisbane. I'm campaigning to have their charitable status removed, but we need evidence to show how they exploit these laws. If you're a former member or have witnessed anything relevant, please don't be afraid to speak out. Your experience could help protect others and finally hold this worldwide mind control organisation accountable. As always, thank you so much for watching and I appreciate your support. Please make sure that you subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure that you see when the next video comes out. Leave a comment if you like, and if you want to get in touch with me, my email address is perthaudit@gmail.com. See you next time.